amazing. You can clap for that. Woo! Here we are. To our online audience, good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are, from all of us here in Rome, welcome, welcome to the 2023 UN SDG Action Awards. I love it. I'm Nadira Hira, and I am honored to be your MC tonight as we shine a spotlight on changemakers who are mobilizing, inspiring, and connecting people around the world to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. The SDGs are about what we all want and urgently need, a more inclusive, peaceful, and sustainable world. That's why it's so important for the UN SDG Action Campaign to celebrate the doers, people who are reimagining the future and shaping a new reality. People who know that the impossible is possible. People who are striving together to realize the vision of the SDGs. All to say, we have some incredible examples of the very best of us tonight. And it's going to be a jam-packed evening. We'll be hearing from some of the judges who helped select this year's winners. There's going to be some spectacular music and digital art. And of course, we'll be handing out the SDG Action Awards. We're also thrilled to welcome back our 2021 Inspire Award winners, Signs TV, who will be providing international sign language interpretation this evening. Huge shout out to Minnie and Lucy dialing in from Kenya to make this event more inclusive and accessible. Let's give them a round of applause. And we are live in 7 languages on UN Web TV. We want everyone to hear us, and we want to hear from you. So post everywhere you social using hashtag SDG Awards. Tell us who you're cheering on, and don't forget to tag us too at SDG Action. Well, I for one can't wait to get started. How about you? So, to officially welcome you all tonight, we have a very special guest with us. Please give a warm welcome to Italy's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Antonio Tajani.
First of all, I don't know the winner. But Italy is very happy to host in Rome this important our ceremony. Thank you for being here. Today, we rewarded these winners and their initiatives that are already inspiring and connecting people each day. We need innovative ideas and projects to accelerate progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals. It's important to have a lot of young people strongly engaged on this. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people without ideas, without engagement, without values. But if you want to be happy in your life, we need to believe in your values, in your ideas. We need to be engaged every day. For this, you will be happy. I started when I was very young. Now, unfortunately, I'm not very young. I am grandfather. But today, I am very happy because I am as when I was young. I believe in my values. I believe in my ideas. I want to build new projects every day. This is very important. Of course, there is a speech, official speech, talking on your hours. But I think my message as father is believe in your ideas. Believe in your values. Believe in you. This is very important. If we want to beat drug, alcohols, it's important to have inside everyone values, to work in favor of poor people, to work against climate change, to fight against terrorism, to fight in favor of poor people, to fight in favor of health, to fight in favor of Africa, to fight in favor of South America. This is very, very, very important. A real life will be much better than the other young people talking only on the stupid money. Of course, the money are important, but to fight for our values is much better. We are more rich as fighters for your values than people with a lot of money. You are happy. If you are happy here, not here, for this I believe in the young generations. As I said, I am grandfather. And I think also for us it's important to be an example for every young people. This is much better than a lot of speeches, a lot of blah, blah, blah. We need to be an example for this, the new generations. You are the future. The present, but first of all, you are the future. This is important to support you, to strengthen your engagement, and of course, to be present also for the hour, very important. It's important to believe in the hours. This is my message. For this, Italy is proud to have here a lot of young people, the new generation. You are the future. We believe in you, as I believe in my son, in my daughter, in my nephew. We need to believe in you, but of course, it's important also for you to believe in you. Good luck.
In my experience, it is the absolute best thing when somebody of your stature folds up their notes and puts them in their pocket. So thank you so much for that message. And I will say on a personal note that I was a little nervous because my 8-month-old baby is here, and I thought we'll put her in the green room. But we have to all be creating an atmosphere of excitement for young people and get them on the job right away. So if you hear her crying, it's okay, because we're all here in the fight together. I want to continue the theme of wonderful advocates for all of these SDGs, and also for the themes that we're talking about tonight. But government advocates are very important, and you heard it right here. Why? So the German government has been a long-standing supporter of the UN SDG Action Campaign's work. So it's a pleasure to introduce a parliamentary state secretary of Germany who's a passionate advocate for human rights, peace, and inclusive sustainable development. And though he couldn't join us in person tonight, we're very grateful for his virtual presence. Here's Niels Annen.
It's a great pleasure to be a judge for the UN SDG Action Awards again. Today, we will honor people and institutions who are turning the SDGs into reality in every corner of the world. They are inspiring role models for the difference each and every one of us can make. And this message of hope is more crucial than ever in times like ours. We have arrived at the midway point on our journey to 2030. And the current assessment is somber. We won't meet the SDGs on time if we don't change our course of action. The window of opportunity for breakthrough is still open, but it is closing fast. So I joined the UN SDG Action Campaign in calling on everyone to unite to act for an equal, peaceful, and sustainable world. Unity is at the heart of the SDGs, because achieving any single one of these goals really requires achieving them all. And this will only be possible if people around the planet unite for change. Germany, through BMZ, is proud to support the UN SDG Action Campaign and the global movement for the 2030 agenda. Let us unite to act together.
Many thanks to Parliamentary State Secretary Annen. And now I'm delighted to call Marina Ponti to the stage. Marina has been a tireless advocate for social and climate justice. She's led campaigns and initiatives that have mobilized more than 350 million SDG actions around the globe. Let's turn things over to the Global Director of the UN SDG Action Campaign, Marina Ponti.
Thank you, Nadira. It makes me very happy to see so many people come together and unite for the Sustainable Development Goals, especially now with so many challenges facing us individually and collectively. But more than happy, it gives me hope. At the UN SDG Action Campaign, we are proud to host an event that brings people together to celebrate, inspire, be inspired, and by doing so, to unite for change. Because the world needs unity and change now more than ever. And it needs the remarkable creativity that you will see today. Creativity is such an extraordinary resource. It makes the impossible possible. Creativity drives the campaign's new call to unite for the SDGs, to wave the lines and division that separate us into a ribbon that connects us all. I'm pleased also that we're hosting the ceremony, as Minister Tajani just said, at the UN Food System Summit +2, as leaders gather to take stock from 2021. As our host, FAO, and the government of Italy are well aware, food systems link many of the SDGs, from poverty to health to employment to climate change. By bringing creativity and activism to bear on the entire cycle of how we produce, distribute, and consume food from farm to fork, we can solve multiple challenges at once. Today's award shows us how much can be done with creativity, commitment, and resilience. Now, back to you, Nadira. Let me simply say the people who will come on stage will make us imagine a world that works, and it will inspire us to take action to achieve it.
You do it every day. Thank you so much, Marina. You can get hyped. This is the energy we need, right? The energy we need. And it's so important to remind ourselves that creative solutions can literally come from everywhere, just like our judges for tonight. For this year's awards program, 28 leaders across geographies and sectors, from the UN, local and national governments, civil society, and the private sector, alongside creatives, activists, and media, were tasked with selecting the 2023 SDG Action Award winners. Some of our judges are in the audience here. Some are watching our broadcast today, and everyone you'll see who joins me up here to present tonight's awards was also a judge. So, should we meet them?
Yes.
Let's roll the tape. What a group of rock stars. Thank you, judges. And now, let's get to those awards. We're kicking off this year with a very special honorable mention. But before we announce our honoree, I'd like to invite a truly gifted storyteller to the stage. Muheisen is a two-time Pulitzer Prize winner, a National Geographic photojournalist, founder of the Everyday Refugees Foundation, and a global ambassador for Canon and Jordan's Tourism Board. And he was kind enough to join our finalists at their induction program a few days ago to inspire them with his vision for storytelling. Please welcome Muheisen. Here he comes. Hello, Muhammed.
Thank you, Nadira. What an honor to be here today.
We're honored.
Surrounded by all of these change makers. I'm humbled.
And we're humbled to be in your presence, and we're so glad to be with you. Our finalists were absolutely buzzing after their session with you. So maybe it's a natural question to ask you, how can storytelling help tackle today's challenges and bring about positive change?
I'm a visual storyteller who deeply believes in the power of photography as a force for good. Photography is a universal language that knows no border, no gender, no color, that knows nothing. If something happens and was never documented, it is like it's never occurred. Behind these stories, behind these images, there are voices, there are messages, and there are testimonies of issues and solutions of today and tomorrow for the current and coming generations to learn from, to be inspired by, motivated by, and to make a difference with. Big or small, at least we start somewhere, and I believe we are already somewhere.
We absolutely are somewhere. You can clap. You can always clap. And I have to say, that was absolutely beautiful, but did you kind of low-key just say pictures or it didn't happen? Like they do on Instagram?
Say again?
Pictures or it didn't happen?
If something happens and we don't document it, it never happened. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So we always make sure.
So from
to
us
document.
all the way down to Gen Z, we're all on the same page. So with that, are we ready for our honorable mention?
Oh, yeah.
It goes to activist power couple Sabrina and Idris Elba. They are global celebrities, goodwill ambassadors for the UN International Fund for Agricultural Development, and powerful voices in the struggle to end world hunger and food insecurity through sustainable food systems that cater to the needs of farmers and consumers. When stars of this caliber make an issue their own, as our honorees do when they leverage their massive platforms to mobilize support for agricultural development, it inspires countless more around the world to tackle today's biggest challenges and invest in real solutions. So let's congratulate this year's honorable mentions, Sabrina and Idris Elba. And we are so excited to have Sabrina Dore Elba here with us. Join us, Sabrina. Hello, hello. It's our first very official moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and we have a few words from you, if you would be so kind.
Thank you. Oh, it's heavier than it looks. Thank you so much. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I have to thank the United Nations SDG Action Campaign for this amazing award, for this honorable mention for the work of myself and my husband. Also a special thanks to the government of the Federal Republic of Somalia and IFAD, if you don't know, I'm a goodwill ambassador for and very proud of the work that I'm able to do there. So 3 years ago, I never would have dreamed I'd be working in the field of agriculture, but today I am such a proud believer. There is so much to be said for investing in small-scale producers and the people who grow the food we eat. I know now that not only is agriculture about food, it is about our planet, and most importantly, it is about our people. All of the governments represented here today have committed to eliminating poverty and hunger and taking urgent climate action by 2030. So I'm here to say loudly and clearly that you will not succeed, that we will not succeed unless we transform our food systems today. The stakes are higher than ever. Small-scale farmers grow 1/3 of the world's food on only 1/10 of its farmland. Not only are they efficient, they do not cause the environmental damage of big agro. And we have now seen that investing in agriculture is 2 to 4 times more effective in raising the incomes of the world's poorest than any other sector. To everyone here today, seize this crucial moment, increase your funding to agriculture, and contribute to transforming the global landscape through organizations like IFAD, because these international meetings are important, but unless they are followed by action, they are nothing more than the paper that the declarations are written on. Thank you very much.
Let's have another big hand for Sabrina and Idris Elba and Muhammed Muheisen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Sabrina, truly we have the deepest admiration for the work that you and IFAD are doing together, so thank you very much. Now, for another exceptional artist. Inna Modja is a photographer, musician, and UNCCD Goodwill Ambassador who advocates through art, music, and various other mediums to make people feel and take action. She's also the co-founder and CEO of Code Green, and she was one of the judges for our awards tonight. It's such a pleasure to have with us Inna Modja. Welcome, welcome, Inna. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You can say good evening. Manners, manners.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. So tell us, what inspires you?
Everyday people. I grew up in Mali, in Bamako, and in Accra, in Ghana. And looking around me, I was inspired by the stories of people, being resilient, overcoming difficulties all the time. The women in my life. And, I'm a storyteller. As a musician, a filmmaker, or a photographer, I tell stories through different mediums, and it's in the everyday heroes that I get my inspiration from.
The stories are so important. What do you think we can do from an artist perspective, or even from the perspective of the rest of us, those of us who don't necessarily have your talents, to inspire others to tell more stories?
I think everybody has something to say. It depends on the medium that you use, but taking action is something that is very important, and as individuals, it is important for people to know that they can make an action, and their action is valid, and it's going to create an impact, and that everybody's voices count. And so through the storytelling that I do, I share my platform. I give voice to people that think that they are voiceless, but nobody's voiceless.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so that is the more important message today, is
and
that
you do
we
it
can
with,
all do something.
And do it with joy. We've already had that theme. Absolutely.
Joy or blues. We're going to do it
joy
with
or blues.
Desert Blues tonight.
And with that, I think we're ready over here. So on that note, shall I give you the stage?
Thank you.
Inna Modja.
This song is called Wata. It's a very important song for me. It is a blues from Mali, where I come from. I come from the northern part in the Sahara, and we call it desert blues. And water is something that it's very difficult for us to have access to. So I wrote this song a few years ago, and it's always a very emotional moment to sing it for you. Used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. I used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. Ubitamala dongodo kata jide nyini songoro ni unkamale ni beki bramata de doni angaman saudelila dugu tegu kumana robine ulairutara nga halisini ube kolonji de solila na mahine angamola ube sege ube nyanina uha kebe bwaula now you talk on na filila. I used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. Ubi barala kile koro washi jibe jigi mini ji tobliji hali koli ji tubolo angamu so negena. Facheu hamina mamso kashira nga halibi ube kolonji de solila. Na mahine angamola ubisege ubinyanina uha kebe bwaula na yuto kona na filila. I used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. Used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. But life gets harder and the desert gets the blues. I dare you, walk a mile inside our shoes. I used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. Used to walk 100 miles to get water for my people. Used to walk 100 miles to get water, to get water. Auntie. Thank you.
What a beautiful song, Inna. Let's give a hand to Tymbre, who is accompanying you. Thank you, Tymbre. And Inna, you stay with me, because this year, your creative collective, Code Green, and the UN SDG Action Campaign joined forces to inspire action through digital art. And in a few seconds, we'll unveil the first digital art piece from this awesome collaboration. So why don't you set us up? Tell us about the multimedia performance artist, Foodmasku, whose work we're about to see.
So Foodmasku is an incredible digital artist. He's a photographer, and his material is food. It's very interesting to have lunch or dinner with him, because the food will always end up as a mask on his face, and he will later eat it. And so he decided that food is so important, and the sustainable ways that we should consume it, that we should produce it, are so important that he wanted to create art with it. So all of his artworks are made of food, and it's incredible mask. So it looks delicious and really inspiring.
It's wonderful. It's so cool. Should we roll the tape? Yes. Here's Foodmasku with Farm to Face.
Ciao, sono Foodmasku. 20 anni fa ho studiato arte all'Università per Stranieri di Siena. Oggi vivo a New York. Ho creato 6 maschere di cibo con zucchine romanesche. E ora sveliamo le foto.
Foodmasku is watching us from New York. We love your work. And I have to share a little behind the scenes. Ooh, we are so live, we're an echo. Well, it's perfect, because I was going to share a little behind the scenes secret, which is that originally I was supposed to introduce Foodmasku, and Inna is such a fan, in addition to being a friend, that she was like, no, let me do it. So it is wonderful. We love the work. Let's have a round of applause for Foodmasku and for Inna Modja. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, how are we feeling? There we go. The UN SDG Action Campaign sent out a global call looking for the initiatives and changemakers that are mobilizing, inspiring, and connecting us all to create a future where we thrive in harmony with each other and the planet. And that call was answered loud and clear. More than 5,000 applications and nominations poured in from 190 countries, practically the entire world. And tonight, the judges' decisions are in. So, should we meet our finalists and hand out these awards? All right, let's go. Let's mobilize. This category honors high-impact initiatives that mobilize hundreds of thousands or even millions of individuals to take action for the SDGs. Now, here to help us announce the 2023 Mobilize winner, please welcome Namibia's Deputy Minister of Information and Communication Technologies, Emma Theofelus. Thank you so much for being with us, Emma.
Thank you so much.
It's wonderful to see you. And I see you've already got that very official envelope.
Yes.
How exciting. But before we open it, we'd love to hear a little bit from you. You're in a role where communicating with people and mobilizing them is central. But as the youngest minister in Africa, good for you, you have certainly also seen how the ways that we do that are literally changing every single day. So what would you say is the most important factor in mobilizing people?
Thank you so much, and it's such a pleasure to be here tonight to recognize all those wonderful change makers. The importance for mobilizing is to encourage people to actually take action, and we know that today more than ever that's necessary. And if you do succeed in encouraging people to rally behind an authentic cause, I think we can make the difference that we all wish to see.
I love that. And it's not just mobilizing, it's actually take action, not just talking about action, actually action.
Absolutely.
It is a theme for all of us. So with that, should we meet our two finalists? Our Mobilize finalists are Efe Ukala from Impact Her and Hedi Solba from World Cleanup Day. Here they come. Welcome, finalists. Oh my goodness. You're the first on the stage. We love it. You take center stage, it belongs to you. Impact Her addresses the gender gap in entrepreneurship across Africa by dismantling barriers to entry. Since its launch in 2017, the initiative has mobilized and trained more than 7 million women across 53 African countries. World Cleanup Day, an initiative that began in Estonia as a cleanup with 50,000 people in 2008, has evolved into a global movement, reaching millions of people around the world. Over the last 5 years, an astonishing 70 million people have rallied to the cleanup cause, mobilizing in a united front for the SDGs. It is so great to have you with us, finalists, but keep that envelope closed, Emma, because yet another special guest is about to join us, Paula Andrade Arellano. She is last year's Mobilize Award winner and the co-founder of Ecuador Says No More Foundation, and she's here with the trophy. Her initiative has reached 11 million Ecuadorians and has inspired hundreds of thousands of sexual abuse survivors to become soupvivors, as in super survivors. And now, are we all ready? It is officially time. Emma, you can do the honors.
And the winner is World Cleanup Day.
Thank you so much, Efe, for your work. Hedi, huge congratulations. And why don't you say a few words? Floor is yours. I'm going to sneak you that way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this absolutely wonderful moment. We are so happy. We have so many Let's Do It World leaders here as well. And thank you, United Nations SDG campaign, for this absolutely wonderful moment here in Rome. This award is dedicated to Let's Do It World leaders and teams in 164 countries. And I think this award is demonstrating the human will and power and dedication to work on environment, on any kind of cause, even despite in really hard conditions, even in their very huge, under the sun, under the heat, on the storm, even the conflict zones, and even in the wars. We are coming together as a global family to work on the World Cleanup Day. And no matter where are we coming from, no matter what is our background, no matter what is our nationality, no matter what is our culture or our religion, we are demonstrating to the world that global collaboration, being united in worldwide level, is possible. This is who we are. This is what we are doing in Let's Do It World, in World Cleanup Day. And it makes not only the environment better, it makes all humanity better, because it's coming to change the world. And this award is going also to all the people and humans around the world who are doing the cleanups, who are doing the environmental actions each day, not giving huge buzz around it. They are true heroes to continue on their environmental work. Thank you, Let's Do It World leaders and teams. Thank you, Let's Do It World HQ. Thank you, all our partners, and foremost, our families, because they are so big as support behind of us. Thank you, United Nations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hedi. Thank you, Efe. Emma, Paula. We love it. And you have to forgive me for being a little bit of a stage bully. I want everybody to get their best angle when they're up here. But with that, it is now time to inspire. This category features initiatives and campaigns that harness the power of creativity to inspire change and individual action for the SDGs. Here to announce the award, we are so grateful to have Jean-Sébastien Decaux, a member of the supervisory board of one of the top outdoor advertising companies, Jcdecaux, which has a long-standing commitment to sustainable outdoor advertising. It's my pleasure to welcome this icon of the advertising world to the stage, Jean-Sébastien Decaux. And we have to say an extra special thank you to you tonight, Jean-Sébastien, for making pro bono space available all over Rome for the Unite to Act campaign that Marina mentioned earlier. Those of you in the room might have seen these digital billboards around the city, and all of you out there, we hope you like what you're seeing right now, and that it moves you to act. Thank you so much for all of this, Jean-Sébastien.
Merci.
And I have to ask, what role do you think advertising and new media can play to inspire people to take action?
A quick answer would be important. A more elaborate answer would be to tell you that we are a family-owned and run business, meaning that a company for us has a face and has a purpose, not only to grow, but also to contribute to, let's say, to the world, to the better world. If we believe in advertising, which obviously we do, as the largest company in the world, bringing public services free of charge in exchange of advertising rights. Therefore, we need to commit to the new challenges. And because advertising is creating awareness, because advertising is about call to action and bringing attention to the challenges, I think it's our duty as a family business and as a business of the world to give sheetage on top of the public services to those topics in order to, for the imagination that we were talking before, for people to imagine and for people to get inspired, not only by commercial announcements, but also by the society as it is, more complex and with big challenges.
You can clap for that. Absolutely. Jean-Sébastien, I know you already have the envelope, but before we announce our Inspire winner, let's invite the two finalists up here. Our Inspire finalists are Matias Manuel Munoz from Buenos Aires Climate Action and Maria Chiara Pastore from Green Obsession. Here they come. Finalists, we are so excited to see you. And we're going to cede center stage to you, as it should be. Stay right there. Buenos Aires Climate Action, an initiative with a reach of more than 3 million people, inspires and engages citizens in climate action with the vision of making Buenos Aires a carbon-neutral, resilient, and inclusive city by 2050. Green Obsession is an architectural movement that stands as a symbol of the new urban philosophy. It goes beyond design, bringing a transformative urban forestry strategy to cityscapes around the world. Amazing finalists. Well, it is almost time to find out who our winner is. But before you break open that envelope, Jean-Sébastien, let us call Billy Dubaliang to the stage. She's our 2022 Inspire Award winner and the co-founder of Masungi Geo Reserve in the Philippines. And here she comes with the trophy. All right, and with that, Jean-Sébastien, don't keep us in further suspense. What's in the envelope?
So, the winner is Green Obsession.
Thank you so much for your work, Matias. And Maria Chiara, why don't you say a few words? All right, I'm going to do a little bit of this.
Wow, that's heavy.
Over there. Hold on one second. We want to give you your appropriate flanking audience here.
So that's a heavy prize. Thank you so much. So thank you. Thank you so much to the UN Action Award. I'm here representing Stefano Boeri Architetti, which is a company. So My thank goes to Stefano Boeri, to Francesca Cesabianchi, and to Marco Giorgio, the partners, the research team, and the contributor who made the book available to all of us, and the offices that are working, so the daily activities. This work and this prize represent to us the idea that stubbornness or obsession can be sometimes a reward. It is more than 20 years that we, in our technical activity, are trying to bring nature in our cities, in our design, in our building, in architecture. This is a call, and this is a cause that we try and do not only with our technical job, but also to include people. This is a design that we do for the people, with the people. And in our design and in our job, we try and work with the different curricula, with different background, because this is something that we cannot do anymore alone. So it's not just architect, it's everybody from their different experience, from the different competence working together. So I really thank all of you for this prize. And also, I would say that only united we can act. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Congratulations. Thank you for inspiring us. And now it's time for an Italian moment dedicated to this beautiful country hosting our event. Our next guest is a young Italian singer-songwriter with a gentle and reserved soul, committed to the issues our finalists are tackling. At the most recent edition of the Sanremo Festival, Italy's most celebrated song contest and the one with the largest audience in the country, he ranked third with the song Supereroi, or Superhero. And on an evening when so many superheroes are taking the stage, he came to perform this song for us. Please welcome Mr. Rain.
Ciao a tutti.
Hello, Mattia, welcome.
Hello.
We are so happy to have you here with us, especially because I heard you have a flight to Milan to catch very shortly. So we deeply appreciate it. With Supereroi, it seems you wanted to emphasize the importance of not being alone in the world, of coming together, because together we can do great things. And tonight we are witnessing in so many ways how united we can change the world. What does the song mean to you?
Allora, intanto è un onore essere qui con voi, per me è un'occasione molto speciale e Supereroi è un racconto della mia vita. Spesso ci sentiamo, quando stiamo vivendo una situazione abbastanza complicata e difficile, ci sentiamo le uniche persone al mondo. È una sensazione abbastanza surreale che ti fa sentire completamente solo. E dobbiamo trovare la forza per mostrarci a tutti quanti colmi di paure, colmi di insicurezze, di cicatrici, esattamente come siamo, trovare la forza per fare il primo passo e chiedere aiuto, dare aiuto a chi ne ha più bisogno, perché quando stiamo insieme possiamo cambiare il mondo, siamo tutti supereroi, dobbiamo solo trovare il coraggio di esserlo. Grazie.
Absolutely. So when we encounter these complicated and difficult situations, it's surreal almost. It's natural to focus on our fears and our insecurities and our challenges, but that's when we have to find the strength to actually ask for help. We can change the world with courage, right? Yes. My Italian is getting better every day. So the time has come finally to listen to you. And I'm not going to miss my chance. I want to present it in the Sanremo style, which I have heard quite a bit about since being in Rome. So may I?
Yes.
Okay then. Lyrics by Mr. Rain, Lorenzo Vizzini, and Federica Abate. Music by Mr. Rain and Federica Abate. Here I would say the orchestra is conducted by, but no orchestra this year, maybe next year, okay? With Supereroi sings Mr. Rain.
Thank you.
Non puoi combattere una guerra da solo, il cuore è un'armatura, ci salva ma si consuma. A volte chiedere aiuto ci fa paura, ma basta un solo passo come il primo uomo sulla luna, perché da fuori non si vede quante volte hai pianto, si nasce soli e si muore nel cuore di qualcun altro, si Siamo angeli con un'ala soltanto e riusciremo a volare solo restando l'uno accanto all'altro. Camminerò a un passo da te e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te. Se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, due gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole. Ci sono ferite che non se ne vanno nemmeno col tempo, più profonde di quello che sembrano. Guariscono sopra la pelle ma in fondo ti cambiano dentro. Ho versato così tante lacrime fino ad odiare me stesso, ma ogni volta che ho toccato il fondo tu c'eri lo stesso. Quando siamo distanti, ogni volta che piangi, piange pure il cielo. Non ho molto da darti ma ti giuro che camminerò a un passo da te e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te. Se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, due gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo. Mi basta un attimo e capisco che ogni cicatrice tu anche mi basta un attimo per dirti che con te ogni posto è casa mia, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, due gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole. Da te e fermeremo il vento come dentro agli uragani. Supereroi come io e te. Se avrai paura allora stringimi le mani, perché siamo invincibili, vicini, e ovunque andrò sarai con me. Supereroi, solo io e te, due gocce di pioggia che salvano il mondo dalle nuvole.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rain. That was incredible. Fly so safe. We deeply appreciate you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You didn't know UN events were the cool place to be. And can we give a round of applause to all our superheroes? All right, you ready for some more awards? Like, how about that for a halftime show, you guys? With that, let us connect. For this category, we looked for initiatives that connect people, organizations, and institutions to drive progress and accountability on the SDGs. Please welcome to the stage Lucia Silva to help us announce our winner. She is the Chief Sustainability Officer of Generali and leads Generali's sustainability strategy with a strong commitment to creating shared value through sustainable business practices. Here's Lucia Silva. Welcome. And it's so good to hear from someone with your perspective. What actions do you think the corporate sector needs to prioritize to give us hope for a net zero future?
Well, first, buonasera.
Buonasera.
Second, we need to reduce our CO2 emission towards net zero, and no matter what. Second is also protect, and for insurance companies, it's really about protecting and increasing resilience. And third is about connecting, engaging, and communicating about climate change, how climate change can hit, but also how many solutions already exist. So definitely it's really about getting together.
And that's been the theme of the entire night. Wonderful, Lucia, and thank you for that. Now, I know we cannot wait for you to open the envelope, but before you do, let's invite our two finalists to the stage. Our Connect finalists are Alicia Pepe from Signpost and Thais de Contravine from the Youth Parliament. Here they come. sorry. Hello, finalists. We're so happy to see you. Stay right there, center stage, next to each other. There you go. Signpost turns divisions into unity by connecting information providers and communities affected by crises to increase access to critical content and resources. They've reached 58 million people in 13 languages in more than 18 countries. The Youth Parliament fosters inclusive youth participation in Brazil by amplifying young people's voice to advance change. In just 3 years, the initiative has reached 5 cities across Brazil, delivering impact for thousands of individuals. And I dare say, we heard some young people's voices being amplified there as Mr. Rain was making his way to the plane, right? So we know that it's possible and that it works. These are incredible organizations, and with that, it's almost time to find out our winner. But Shomi Chowdhury, the Generation 17 young leader who was going to be here with the trophy, couldn't join us tonight. So first, we miss you, Shomi. And here, standing in for her, please welcome back the wonderful Marina Ponti with the trophy. Marina goes. All righty, Lucia, the moment is here. Tell us our winner.
And the winner is Signpost.
Thais, thank you for your amazing work. And Alicia, please say a few words.
I'm so thrilled to be accepting this Connect Awards on behalf of Global Signpost Project, on behalf of the International Rescue Committee, on behalf of people on the move everywhere. My history with Signpost started when I realized that the needs of this service when I was a person forced to flee Venezuela. When I worked to set out information to people like me in Colombia. When an effort which became in one of the many instances that the Signposts have all around the world. When Signpost launched in 2015, there were 65 million of people displaced around the world. Now, there are over 100 million. Accurate and timely information saves lives, helps people to understand their rights, and help to make informed choices to prevent dangers on the way. We look forward to continue to rise of the grace and the growing global challenges that make Signposts so very urgent, so very necessary, and so very important. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Grazie mille.
Thank you to all our connectors. And finally, our changemaker. This category honors outstanding individuals whose actions make an extraordinary impact toward achieving the SDGs on the ground. There's so much more to come in our program, but this is our last SDG Action Award. So we're taking the opportunity to highlight a host of changemakers, starting with 2 of our judges. First, let's welcome to the stage Felicitas Graber, the Managing Director of Capgemini in Vent, Germany, who leads their net zero journey with a strong commitment to create enduring, sustainable value and impact. Welcome, Felicitas. Hello, it's so nice to see you.
Thank you.
So we've seen an increase in sustainable business models, which is wonderful. What do you think is the biggest motivation for the private sector to shift their business models in that direction?
Well, first of all, it's a true honor to be here as a judge, because we've seen great work with a lot of impact, no matter if you win or not, right? So I think we can all agree that without the private sector, we will not really change the world for a better. So why should they be in? They should be in because we have scientific proof that sustainable and circular business model will be more successful. They will be more profitable. So they should innovate. They should progress, right? And then customers will be more loyal to sustainable and to purpose-driven companies. It's just a fact. And last but not least, should it be a driver enough for all the corporate leaders to be part of making this world better? So let's unite to act.
Literally, we couldn't have said it better ourselves. The data is all there. And now we're pleased to be joined by Inger Ashing, the CEO of one of the leading humanitarian organizations for children, Save the Children International. She's a child rights activist who set up her own youth organization at the age of 12, working against racism and violence at the local level. Welcome, Inger Ashing.
Thank you.
And I see you have the envelope, but huge shocker. I'd first love to hear some of your thoughts on the challenges we hear about all the time from young activists, which is often that young people are so cut out of decision-making at the key level completely. So how do we change that?
I have three things that I think we really need to focus on. And the first one is that children are right bearers. Children have special human rights. We all have human rights, but in addition to that, we have the Child Rights Convention, which means that children have special rights and they need to be addressed and respected. And we also need to ensure that when we talk about child participation, that we include both children and youth, because often we talk about young people, people above the age of 20, and they need to be engaged as well, but we need to ensure that children, young children, are involved. The second thing is that we need to ensure meaningful participation. I have been participating in too many meetings, even when I was a young person myself, where I was only invited to be the youth on the stage, where you have the tokenism and not the proper participation. So it has to be proper participation where children's views and experiences are taken into account and when they are listened to. It's not just about defining the problem, but also defining the solutions. And the third thing is that you need to ensure that you give children and youth the means to actually learn how to participate. When you're a child, you don't know how to do that. And you need to train, you need to give proper training, induction, and platforms for children and youth to participate. And we know that children can change the world, and children are changing the world, and I think we should all say nothing about us without us.
We need to normalize it and encourage it. I love it. It's so wonderful. So, should we meet our finalists now? Okay, I'll ask you to come here with me. Nazir Atul and Emmanuel Mushi and Neri Santaella. Here they come. Hello, finalists. We are so excited to see you. Take your spots and center stage, please. Wonderful. Are we good? We good? Look, you guys are like runner-ups in a wonderful, amazing contest for change-making. I love it. Nazir Atul and Emmanuel Mushi are visionary youth leaders from Tanzania driving social change through art and storytelling. They empower talented youth in underrepresented communities to raise awareness, shift behaviors, and ultimately change society. Neri Santaella has reached thousands of Venezuelan immigrants through her Voices of Venezuela initiative, which gives refugees access to crucial information that allows them to survive and succeed in their host countries. We will find out our winner momentarily, of course, but first I have to call Shrishti Bakshi to join us. She's a powerful women's rights activist who embarked on a pilgrimage on foot through 12 states in India to put a spotlight on the root causes of violence against women. She was last year's Changemaker winner, and she's here now with our trophy. Shrishti Bakshi. All right, let's spread out, spread out, spread out. All righty. Well, Inger, who is our winner?
This is super exciting. The last envelope of the day or the night.
And it's yours.
Yes. And I am proud to announce that the winner is Neri Santaella.
Nazir and Emmanuel, amazing work. Neri, congratulations. Why don't you take the stage?
Wow.
Hey, Mama, go this way. We're all going to be in your shot otherwise. Come on, come on.
Empowering people to unite them for a cause is such a brave idea in the world right now. In a world that it is meant to alienate us, to separate us, to act together, to care for each other, to work with each other, is an act of bravery. We need to unite now. We don't have much time. We need to protect the vulnerable, and only together we can build a more inclusive, a more just, and a more sustainable work. I'm not gonna go to talk too much, because this spotlight is not only mine. I want to share my spotlight. I want to share this moment. I want to share this prize with my friends and colleagues, Nasir and Emmanuel.
Neri.
Proudly.
This is literally uniting to act. This is not planned. Can we allow it, producers? I think we'll allow it. I'm going to make an executive decision. We're allowing it.
Probably we're going to get in trouble for this, but thank you so much, Neri, for doing this. This matters a lot to us. We came from Tanzania to here. We thank the government of Tanzania for making this happen. UN SDGs Action Campaign, the team, Maria Ponti and your team, thank you for making this happen. I think it matters. After 4 years of hustling here and there, for the fact of being appreciated and being recognized in a platform like this here in the UN, that matters a lot to us. It shows the work that we have been doing for the past 4 years. It actually matters, and that's why people have seen it, and now it's like a step of us being shown that we actually matter. So for the all people and organizations who applied this year in the change maker category and are not here, you're back there at home, you're watching this. This award is for all of us. We are celebrating all of you. We are just representative of the...
Thank you so much. And with that, can we give our changemakers a huge round of applause? Thank you so much. I hear my daughter crying. I have winners and runners-up saying everything is just exciting. We are on live television, people, and awesome things are happening in real time, and it's awesome. So congratulations. Congratulations to all tonight's winners and finalists. We have announced all our SDG Action Awards, but the action, as you know, does not stop there. Because now, as you've heard, it is the time for you to unite to act. Show your commitment to the SDGs by sharing your voice with the UN SDG Action Campaign Activator. All you have to do is take a picture of the QR code on the LED screens, follow the instructions, and join the action. And for more, visit unitetoact.org. Tell us, what do you unite for? Can we clap for Unite to Act? Well, we are nearing the end of this special evening, but as I said, we're not done yet. I could not be more excited to have the singer-songwriter Cill here to mark the moment with us. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, it's a necessary foundation for all the SDGs. We've heard it before, yet it bears repeating. When women succeed, we all succeed. That's something Cill speaks powerfully on and truly embodies. Here from Lagos, please welcome musician and artivist Cill. Hello, hello, hello. It's so nice to see you.
It's such an honor to be here.
You feeling the vibes?
Yay!
Tell us a bit about this artivist journey of yours, because that's not a word we hear all the time.
Well, I started in 2013, and for me, I started as a volunteer in an organization in Nigeria. And I started to learn about the things that happened in my community. And I just wanted to find a way to merge my passion in music and activism. And so that became what we coin artivism in simple terms.
I love that. I feel like we need to hear that everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You guys, things to tweet and post. That's what I want to hear. Wonderful. So with that, I think we're ready for you, Cill. Shall I give you the stage?
Yeah, sure.
Please, do your thing, Cill.
So this song is called Woman, and as a young girl, I was told that I couldn't be a lot of things. I was told that my place was in the kitchen. I'm so glad that I didn't listen, because I'm doing great things, and this song is dedicated to women everywhere who are pushing against negativity and flipping the script towards a better outcome. Woman, everyone.
You say I'm just a woman, that's an advantage. I'm always at the top, I'm never giving up. There's more than just a room for me. More than you say I am, more than an afterthought. Oh, here we go, here we go. It's to never letting go. Woman, you're a miracle. Mystery we could never know. Here we go, here we go. It's the never letting go. Woman, you're a miracle. A mystery we could never know. I'm beautiful enough to break every oppression. I can bring life and hope. I want from where the wealth and treasures of the world comes. Healing and nurturing. I'm always at the top. I'm never giving up. There's more than just a room for me. More than they say I am. More than an afterthought. Oh, so here we go, here we go. It's to never letting go. Woman, you're a miracle. A mystery we could never know. So here we go, here we go. It's to never letting go. Woman, you're a miracle. A mystery we could never know. Here we go, it's to never letting go. Woman, you're a miracle. Woman, you're a miracle. A mystery we could never know.
Thank you so much.
And we're so glad to see Tymbre accompanying again, along with Tony Cello on the cello. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
So are you feeling mobilized and inspired and connected and like you're all change makers? Well, naturally, I want you to post about that. We want to see you everywhere you social. Share your photos, your thoughts, tag at SDG Action on all the platforms, and remember, it's hashtag SDG Awards. All right, it has been an incredible night, right? Yes. Absolutely. Marina, you want to join me on stage? What an unbelievable night, right?
Wow, yes.
Are you feeling speechless? I was feeling a little bit speechless, but...
Overwhelmed, inspired,
and
humble.
Humbled is exactly right. And it's such amazing energy, as the minister said at the beginning, to see young people and people who are inspired and people who are excited, and all of you in the room just bringing that energy to the table. There is a baby crying, running out of the room. But what a night. Should I give you the floor now to take us all the way home?
Yes.
Marina, Ponti, one last time.
Thank you, Nadira. This has been an amazing and inspiring evening, but we're not stopping here, because at the midpoint of the SDGs, the world is far behind where it should be. Yet, you are looking forward. You see what is possible. You're superheroes taking action to achieve it. We're waving together the ribbon that unites us and gives us hope. Last year, 142 million people took SDG action with us. This year, let's be even more ambitious as we head to the SDG Summit this September. Let's unite to act. I think we heard many times tonight.
We absolutely did.
Let me end by expressing my deepest gratitude to everyone who made tonight possible. You will see many names after we end, but let me just mention a few. First of all, congratulations to all our finalists and winners. You know, to us, all the finalists are winners for the work that you do and for inspiring us to take the power in our hands. Then thank you, FAO, for hosting us in this beautiful plenary and for all the support in the last months. My sincere thanks to the Italian government for stepping up the support and for hosting this great ceremony here in Rome on the first evening of the Food System Summit +2. And also thanks to the German government. Huge thanks to judges, speakers, performers. A special, very, very special thanks to RAI, the media partner, for taking the ceremony to the next level. You raised the bar for the next edition. And last but not least, a huge thanks and kudos to my team for your passion, for your passion to dream big and for determination to make it happen, like tonight. You are the heart and soul of the UN SDG Action Campaign. We're a huge family now. Thank you all.
Thank you, Marina. And I see our finalists are all here queued up. Should we get you all on stage? Let's have one last round of applause for everyone in here, everyone out there, everyone up here. Live from Rome, I'm Nadira Hira. Thank you for watching the 2023 UN SDG Action Awards. We will see you next year.